Hi guys, how's it going? Hope everyone is healthy out there and staying safe. Today I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about my project and my paper and hoping for a little bit of feedback as we get closer to the deadline. So let's get into it. So my topic is going to be on the tobacco industry in Spain and how government reform has changed the industry over the last 10 years. And so I'm going to be questioning if the general consensus in Spain that tobacco is cool has changed since the reform, and as the globe kind of shifts towards a healthier um, lifestyle, if tobacco and cigarettes are getting phased out in Spain. So when looking at the tobacco industry in Spain, it accounts for about 10% of all of Europe's tobacco products. And on average, about 24% of Spaniards admit that they smoke cigarettes, and 22% say that they smoke cigarettes daily. Of the tobacco industry in Spain, about 95% of the industry revolves around cigarette smoking. And when you look at the reform that was made in 2011, basically what it did was it was a provision that banned governing smoking in public places, and it also banned tobacco advertising, promotion, and sponsorship. And so looking at the places where cigarette smoking is banned now, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, universities, public restaurants, bars, public transportation. And so they've put a bunch of new policy in place to protect people who smoke and protect those who are younger, specifically so that they don't get into smoking at a young age and become one of that percentage that smokes daily. So looking at the revenue changes in Spain over the last 10 years, about 12 billion in revenue was done in the tobacco industry in 2011, and in 2020 we're looking at about 10 billion in revenue, and that number is supposed to decrease to about 8.5 billion in revenue by 2022. So as you can see, there's been a slow decrease in tobacco sales and revenue in the industry since the reform has occurred. So looking at about a century ago, the tobacco industry in Spain accounted for about 16% of the nation's GDP. So it was a huge industry, and today it accounts for a little bit less than 1%. So it has fallen quite a bit as these industries get hit with different fees, and as people, general consensus begins to change on tobacco and the health concerns that surround it. So in the early 1980s, about 40% of Spaniards smoked daily. Like I mentioned, that figure has fallen quite a bit. And this is because of the high cost of cigarettes now, coupled with the problem of contraband tobacco, which has really taken a hit in Spain in the last 10 years. Basically, back in the day, a lot of the tobacco in Spain came from Gibraltar on the southern tip of Spain. Different tobacco companies would import there, and then it would be distributed throughout Spain and throughout Europe. And so cigarette smoking or cigarette smuggling has decreased quite a bit over time. And so this is just another reason that the total revenue and growth in cigarette sales and tobacco sales has slowed. And so that's kind of my paper. Just would love any feedback you guys have. I think it's a very interesting topic. Looking especially now at the coronavirus and how people who smoke and countries who have a heavy smoking population, they're really being affected by this virus, and it's really taken a toll on people who have respiratory problems. So I think this is a very good topic.